Hello everyone and welcome to our video. Today we're reviewing Turkish Airlines business class on the Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner from Istanbul to Amsterdam. Please be aware that this video was taken in October of 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic and that your experience may vary from ours. We start this trip from Istanbul's new airport. In April 2019, Istanbul's Ataturk Airport closed down, and all commercial passenger flights servicing that airport were transferred to this new airport facility. Business class passengers have a dedicated check-in area and counters. There was no line at check-in, and we soon had our boarding passes printed. After security and immigration, we made our way to the Turkish Airlines lounge, which is one level up from the main concourse. The lounge is sprawling and tastefully decorated with beige and brownish tones. It has an open-air feel and offers plenty of seating throughout. We had an early morning flight, so the beverage offering was limited to just soft drinks, Turkish tea, or coffee. There was also a cold buffet of small snacks and freshly made sandwiches and paninis at the hot food counter. 1 hour before departure, we headed towards our gate, which was a good 20-minute walk from the lounge. Our flight was departing from A10, and boarding was slightly delayed as all passengers had to undergo temperature and security checks before boarding the plane. Priority boarding was soon called for business class passengers and Star Alliance elites. This Turkish 787-9 Dreamliner features 30 flatbed seats in business class. The Symphony seat, made by Stelia Aerospace, offers direct aisle access to all seats and are laid out in a 1-to-1 staggered configuration. The 20.1-inch wide seat offers 43 inches of pitch and reclines into a fully flat bed. Couples wishing to sit together can reserve the odd-numbered honeymoon center seats. I personally like the window seats better, and it's also worth noting that the even-numbered window seats offer more privacy as the seat is closer to the window than the aisle. I was seated in 5A, a window seat on the port side of the plane. The seat offers a decent amount of shoulder and leg room. The control panel, side and tray table, and other features of the seat are all easily accessible when seated. I'm also happy to report that Turkish offers personal air nozzles on this plane. At my seat was a personal hygiene kit, which contains a mask and sanitizing wipes. Sadly, because of the situation with COVID-19, no pre-departure beverages were offered. The crew also announced that everyone needed to keep their facial covering on over their nose and mouth for the entire flight, except when they are actively eating or drinking. A flight attendant came by and asked what I wanted to drink after takeoff. She was apologetic and mentioned that because of the pandemic, only a cold breakfast box was available for the meal. A few minutes later, boarding was complete and the doors were closed. We soon pushed back from the gate while the safety video played.
Turkish Airlines flight. You can place smaller items under the seat in front of you. When the seatbelt sign is on, please fasten and adjust your seatbelt as shown. Keep your seatbelt fastened and visible until the seatbelt sign is off. When needed, you can release it as shown. Make sure your mask is well adjusted before helping
We had a 10-minute taxi to the end of the runway and then had a smooth takeoff. Headphones were provided on this flight, but sadly they're not noise cancelling. The IFE touchscreen remote pops out of the side panel with the press of a button, and in front is an 18-inch IFE monitor. The media selection was also very good and offers hundreds of movies, TV and audio programming, and games. I also like that they offer live TV broadcast and my favorite Voyager 3D moving map. There are also 2 outside camera feeds. An informational health slideshow was also shown about COVID-19. A few minutes later, we reached cruising altitude and the captain switched off the seatbelt sign.
Thank you so much.
A flight attendant came by to deliver my drinks and breakfast box. The meal consisted of a cup of water, fresh fruits, yogurt, brownie, and a cheese and tomato sandwich for the main. I ate the fruits and brownie, which were good, but the rest I left in the box. After the meal, I visited the lavatory. The lavatory was clean and stocked with molten brown toiletries. This was a short flight, but I wanted to test out the seat and bed mode, so I reclined my seat into a 76-inch bed. Sadly, pillows and blankets were not provided on this flight. I also decided to check out the Dreamliner's electronic dimming windows. It took over a minute or so to dim the window from clear to completely dark. Half an hour prior to landing, the captain switched on the seatbelt sign and announced our descent into the Amsterdam area. We had a relatively smooth landing in Amsterdam. We taxied for another 10 minutes to the gate and disembarked shortly after.
Please keep your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off. You may use your electronic devices. Please be careful while opening the overhead bins when the aircraft reaches its final parking position. We would like to say goodbye and hope to meet you again. Thank you for flying with Turkish Airlines, a member of Star Alliance.
We were initially very excited to take our first wide-body Turkish Airlines flight, but unfortunately we were left feeling a bit disappointed. The seat was comfortable, spacious, and offers good privacy, but the amenities were lacking and only included the personal hygiene kit, and no pillow or blankets were offered, though I was happy to see that toiletries were still available in the lavatory. In terms of the food, I know we're in the middle of a global pandemic and the airlines are putting in measures to protect both passengers and crew from COVID-19, but I thought eliminating hot food in business class was a letdown, and the breakfast box was very disappointing. Our experience at the Turkish Lounge in Istanbul was pleasant, though we thought the hot food selection could be better. What about you? What are your thoughts on this flight? Please post your comments below, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe for more trip reports. Thanks for watching and stay safe.